So in this video, it's gonna be a lot of random stuff. I have a lot to do before Daytona. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and to another video. So I'm kind of gonna cut in and out of the video. Over the past few months, I have been away and not exactly what I wanted to do, but this truck build, just taking on life in general, has been extremely difficult, and there's been a lot of obstacles I've had to overcome, and unfortunately filming and editing and uploading in the exact time that I'm doing things just wasn't working out. So I hope you guys can kind of understand. It has been absolutely crazy. The minute I got into my new shop, was almost ready to put the lift kit on and pull my front end and have the truck, off the ground for such a long time. So we pulled my front axle and all the parts that had to come off to either get replaced from our lift kit or sanded and primed and painted. So that's what you guys are gonna see in this video. With all that being said, I'll check back in with you guys in a few minutes to kind of catch you guys up on what's going on, and we'll go from there. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this rust bucket getting shined up and pretty again. It's really cool. It's been a really, really cool process. So yesterday I went to Home Depot and picked up some black spray paint. This is basically what I used on the back half of the frame. Once we get that rust off, I'll just spray this on and it'll match the back. And then I grabbed some white because we have a little bit of a DIY project we're gonna do with the white and the sparkle instead of powder coating. It matches like perfect with the powder coat that I picked, so super excited to try that. And then I also picked up some plastic and just some tape because we gotta cover our fresh paint so we don't get anything on it and ruin it. We do not have time to fix any body parts before Daytona, so we're gonna try our absolute best. I'm gonna start covering the truck in plastic and getting it all taped off and ready to go, and then we're gonna get the rust off and clean up the rest of the frame. So I just got most of the cab covered and taped down. I gotta get some more plastic though, because the back of the cab is still showing, and I didn't have enough to cover the bed and stuff, so I just want to play it safe and make sure I'm not ruining this paint because I don't have time to fix it, like I said. So I'm gonna run to the store and grab a few things that I need anyway, and then we will get back here and finish taping everything off, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm super excited. I think this is gonna make a really big difference, especially on the front end, having all that rust off, kind of matching the back. It's gonna look so, so good. We're gonna spray this first over what we just sanded, and then I also picked up the black, like I showed you guys, which is in what's on the back of the frame as well. So we're gonna start with this, and it says instantly converts rust to a protective paintable surface. hold on. Bring it back. We sprayed that rust preventer stuff on the passenger side of the frame. So today we're gonna go in with this semi-gloss, just like a protective paint. Hold on, I can't talk. So I just sprayed the first coat of this black paint and it looks so freaking good. I swear, anytime anyone does their frame, it looks like a brand new truck. It looks so good. Underneath there, oh yeah, so much better. I cannot wait to get our new shocks on here because these are absolutely disgusting and it's gonna complete the whole like look inside here. It's gonna look so good. So when we pulled my front axle, we pulled a lot of the parts off that we were either reusing or replacing. So my shock mounts, the leaf springs got taken off and sanded and powder coated, which you guys will see in a separate video. When we assemble the truck is when I'll show you guys the leaf springs, and that was just a nightmare and a half. So I'm kind of excited to show you guys where we started versus where we ended. It's really cool. So this is where we moved the truck into a different shop, one that's a little more local, and this option was a lot safer to pull the truck apart, and what we were gonna do was just not okay. So I want to take a point in my video to say, make sure if you're building at home, make sure you're doing it safely. There's no reason to do dumb stuff and get hurt, and you know, just make sure you're being safe, and I will try to promote that as much as I can on my channel. But so thankful that he let us move in there for a little bit and get that front end cleaned up and put back together because it looks so good. So that front axle is gonna come off, and I got to sanding, scraping, hitting all that nasty rust and oil off, and then we got it primed and painted. So yeah, that's where we are. I'll let you guys watch from here.
No? Taste. You got it in your mouth?
is off, and the shock mounts laying here, and then the drive shaft as well, because all of this stuff is going to go white hopefully today. So we're just priming it, getting it ready to go. earlier. I sit here and the truck is actually almost done. It's sitting on all 4 wheels and tires, new wheels and tires, that is. But I'm going to upload these kind of in a sequence, in a little pattern, so all of it makes sense and you guys can kind of get the full picture. So if you feel like you're missing some things, just wait, because I have all the footage ready to edit and upload. So the axle turned blue and I got it clear coated, and on our way to the new shop, my brakes were like so smelly and just burn up, so I had to get new brakes, and that opened the door to sanding and priming and painting the brake calipers and the shock mounts. I kind of did that in one round. I also painted the brake caliper brackets, which turned out really good. We did get those painted white, and I went over with my clear coat that's on the truck to give it that shine. Since the powder coat was a white with a sparkle over top, I kind of substituted our body clear coat for the suspension clear coat, and it turned out so good. It is so sparkly and so unique. We used white spray can paint, and it, you guys, I'm sorry, but it turned out so good. Next time I'll definitely buy some gray and white to put in a paint gun. I'll definitely be buying white and gray, like the primer and white paint to put in a paint gun, just because of how much we ended up using. I went through probably 40 cans of paint by now, and yeah, but it turned out really good. And I'm not telling you guys to spray can all of your shit, but it worked, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. And that clear coat really just sealed everything in, smoothed all the paint out, all the grooves from the rust. It just looked so good. So that's what the deal was with the white parts, the brake calipers and brackets and shock mounts. All of that stuff needed to be white to match the suspension. So I guess I didn't realize how much paint prep and painting I had to do. It has absolutely consumed my entire life, and it just seems like I was sanding and priming and painting and then waiting for it to dry times 100. It was worth it because all these parts look so good, and on the truck it needed to be done. I feel so happy I can sit here and say that there's no longer any rust on these visible areas. The parts just look brand new. They look better than 2003. But as far as this video goes, I'm gonna wrap it up here, leave this my painting video, kind of give you guys something to chill and watch until I can get my assembly video up, which that will be me assembling the truck, which all the footage is already filmed, and I just have to go through and edit it up to this point. So like I said, I'm really sorry for taking this break. I hope you guys can understand and kind of see my passion behind this build. We have worked day in and day out to get this done, and there's really where I've been. I put up a Patreon. This Patreon is going to be another way to support me in this channel and what I want to do, but it's also going to be kind of a platform for me to give back to you guys in a lot of different ways. Well, I'm going to be doing some podcast types of things, live video chats, place to get to know each other a little bit better. Also a place for me to share some behind the scenes content in this build. So I want to give you guys kind of the full access. I'm not doing anything else with the footage, so I figure we'll maybe create a cool community. And yeah, along with that, it's going to be like my business and merch, and there's just a lot of exciting stuff on there, so you can find that in the description box below. That has been my project I've been working on recently, along with businesses and starting a few brands. This is going to be a place where I can share that with you guys, and I'm really excited to do that because I've been working so hard, and it's about time I share it with you guys. So yeah, I think that's all for this video. I want to say thank you all so much for being here, for all your support. This build has been really hard, and life has been really hard on top of it, so I hope you guys can understand. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.